into the industry. This online certificate course in pharmacovigilance adds advantage to those who are new to the industry, feel comfortable with backing of apt and up-to-date information and training required to have sustained growth in industry. This program in pharmacovigilance is a comprehensive course offering candidates with knowledge and practically important information about the industry type, working modalities, methodology used, techniques of quality control, drug development, precisely, but whole emphasis remains on pharmacovigilance. This includes in-depth study of varied types of adverse effects, serious adverse effects, in reporting regulation, documentation methods, etc. With the completion of this course, the candidate gets to select from varied work areas of industry, sector of his or her interest. Knowing all theoretical and practical facts about post-marketing surveillance, candidate feels comfortable and confident when working in the industry. Obviously, experience has no match and thus efforts are made to bring in expert experience to present projects. Telling about the scope, the career of most pharmacovigilance professionals start with processing roles like drug safety associate or pharmacovigilance officer, scientist or coordinator. These roles include responsibility of monitoring product safety and duties related to detection, assessment, and prevention of adverse events associated with drugs. The duties involve analysis and reporting of risk of benefit along with recommending drug safety to clinicians on suitable actions. Pharmaceutical companies also require these experts to implement quality systems in manufacturing medicine, thus promoting career development and opportunities in pharmacovigilance and thus recruiting here earn attractive and handsome packages in drug safety and pharmacovigilance is possible since there is no shortage of job in this field. Entry level job in pharmacovigilance is DSA, that is Drug Safety Associate. Drug safety associates are mainly involved in case creation, checking for minimum safety information, reconciliation and follow process, data entry of all information available in the document and medical coding. Typically, pharmacovigilance starting salary is from 35,000 to 50,000 per month. Once a candidate has a 2 to 3 years experience and builds required skill sets like medical coding, narrative and scientific writing, good understanding of medical terms, and basic understanding of regulatory affairs, ICH, GCP, and compliance, etc., he can go on to become a DSS, that is Drug Safety Scientist. Typically, his monthly salary is from rupees 50,000 to 1 lakh also per month. With a postgraduate diploma in pharmacovigilance and an overall 7 to 10 years experience in this position, you can easily become a team lead or team manager based on the company. Make your career path of pharmacovigilance and let your future be bright and shining. All the best. Thanks to all. Continue, Nilima.
Thank you so much, sir. To give brief introduction about course faculty, Mr. Rohit Jaju sir, who is clinical research specialist, I would like to request Dr. D.S. Mohale sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Nandima. Good afternoon to all. I am Dr. Deepak Mohaya, Associate Professor, Tibasani College of Pharmacy, Yavasma. Welcome you all for this online short-term certificate course program in pharmacovigilance in industry. So let me introduce faculty for this course. That is Mr. Rohit Jaju. He is presently working as assistant professor at Gawande College of Pharmacy. He has completed his post-graduation from Sinha Institute. He has graduated in clinical research and drug regulatory affairs. He was student of bioinformatics from Bharati Vidyapeeth, Pune. He has worked with Advent Research Center, Mumbai and Centil Limited, Pune as executive clinical trial expert. His total work experience in pharma field is about 8 years. He has worked with clients like Daiichi Sankyo, Japan, Novartis, Switzerland for clinical record management and MF studies. He was also part of safety studies and documentation. Centil has awarded him Centil Smart Award 2013, Centil Titan Award 2014, and Centil Value Award 2017 for his contribution towards company. He has participated in many national level seminars and conferences. His area of interest is evidence-based medicine and herbal compounds as alternative way of therapy. Currently, he is pursuing his doctorate studies from P. Wadhwani College of Pharmacy, Yavatma, under the guideship of Dr. N.I. Kochar. So, this is in short biodata of Mr. Rohit Jaju. Thank you. Over to Nilima.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Mr. Rohit Jaju, sir, to start the course. Hello, Jaju, sir.
So, good afternoon, everybody, and let us start with the course of online short-term certificate course in pharmacovigilance, as Chandra sir and Professor has already given you the information about how the course will be conducted and what are the parts of this course and how pharmacovigilance is an important part of any pharmacy industry, as it is with a particular drug. So basically, pharmaceutical industry is all are moving around the drug and PV, which is deals with one part of drug that is called as safety. So another part is efficacy, another part is safety. So pharmacovigilance itself is a huge branch which deals with the safety parameter of the drug. Okay. So let us start with our course content, and as and when we go inside this course content in next 5 days, I'll be able to give you much more idea about the industries, how exactly it is going on, and what kind of expertise you people need. Basically, when you say you are a pharmacovigilance specialist, uh, the most important part is even after completing your graduation and post graduation, people are learning about much more things about the theoretical aspect of many subjects, especially the pharmacology. But when you are entering into any company, what kind of skill set, what kind of knowledge regarding to this particular pharmacovigilance is very, very important, so that people are really interested in your profile and they can say, yes, you can come inside. And with the help of your knowledge and as well as your skill set, you can grow in the industry. So let us start with the program first.
Jaju sir,
Yes, sir.
there is a problem with audibility is not there clearly.
Okay,
So
now you can hear me?
you can speak somewhat loudly.
Okay, absolutely fine. Hello?
No, continue sir, continue.
Okay, now is it audible?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So basically, I am talking about what kind of skill sets and what kind of knowledge is required, because theoretical knowledge and execution knowledge are do all together have a different impacts. So whatever we learn in the colleges and in the institutes, we have to execute in a very professional manner into a particular industry. Now, going back to some introductory part of pharmacovigilance, almost every company who is a part of uh, drug and their own molecules, they have to go through the pharmacovigilance. And pharmacovigilance is just the only thing you just have to remember about the pharmacovigilance. You have to give all the safety details of your drug in timely manner to the particular government. And right now I just use the word government. Later on I will tell you the details of the government of any country, what the drug is going on and how safe it is in the future. Okay, so let us start. So I already got the introduced that I am clinical trial specialist and I'm 6+ years of experience in clinical trial, and I was part of safety studies for my company. So next to it is day one course. Let us start this day one course with the very simple thing like drug safety and pharmacovigilance. So before we go inside the tip of any subject, let us look out what exactly how this pharmacovigilance comes to play and what is in my pharmacovigilance, what are the different criteria that is there, so the people required or the pharma people or the regulatory body required, the pharmacovigilance comes into the play. So let us start with the safety parameter. As I say, efficacy and safety are the two important part of the points that Fade altered. So we are talking about the safety parameters now. So basically, people don't like history to listen about the history. People say they are it's quite boring what to do with the history. But personally, I want to say about these things until and unless you know the background of anything, you cannot move forward because you will not get the essence of the topic. So that's why I choose some of my PPTs to be part of history kind of. So the history of drug safety. Why vigilance is there? Why we have to look at the safety point of view for a particular drug? So history says. So let's go back to 200 years back or maybe 150 years back, 1848. We all of know chloroform can be used as an anesthesia. But in 1848, now we know everything about the chloroform, about the dose and everything. So like it's local anesthetic as well as the general anesthesia as well. But in 1948, chloroform was a magic drug for them. So they come to know that yes, some people can get anesthesia from chloroform. But in in 1848, 15-year-old Hannah Greener died in course of routine anesthesia. So basically, in 1848, it was decided to give anesthesia to that particular person. But after giving the anesthesia, the required result was the anesthesia, but the got result is the person died because of the anesthesia. So there is a question mark. Why this has happened? Was expected? And what happened? So what happened is I called as adverse drug reaction, or I called as that unexpected reaction I got from my medicine. I want my medicine to give anesthesia, however, it has given me the death. That's why so along with efficacy. So when I say efficacy, anesthesia is the efficacy part of the drug, but the death is the safety part of the drug. So I have to make the balance of it. And likewise, on this today I am talking on this, or people are listening, or maybe many people around the world can talk easily about the pharmacovigilance. But how it has started 150 years back from this case, all this initiated. Then 1893, 1906, 1936, and 1938, all the incidences and the happenings in the field of safety gives you a lot of information. 1893, some people, after this particular case of Henna in 1848, after 50 years, you can see 1983, people gather the information of people and say, no, something should be there that can collect or notify about the side effects of the drug so that we should understand should we take it or not, or how much should we take it. So I'm talking about 150 years back. With the advancement or with the pace of time, the science has getting evolved. A lot of things have come into the play. In 1906, you can say first certain certain U.S. federal food. Everybody knows FDA, right? We are every day on and around. We are talking about an FDA. So FDA is Food and Drug Administration. So in the initial days of USA, Food and Drug Administration has decided let's go for the pharmaceutical, or they have decided whatever they are giving as a drug should be pure and free from contamination. So it is their concept. Whatever I'm taking only give good results and no bad results. But it never happens. Everything has a two point, two side of the coin. So when you get a benefit, there is a risk ratio as well. But at least the things have started now. And right from 1848 case to 1938, so people started getting aware about the safety part of the drug. Next, 1961, you can say 1961, 1962, 1963 are the three consecutive years have been very important for the formation of the pharmacovigilance awareness. So you can see in Australia, some thalidomide tragedy has happened and they have been reported about the thalidomide tragedy. In 1962, uh, there was a law from the USA that the food safety and efficacy before issuing MA. Then MA is the marketing authorization. So the in 1962, the USA itself is something into the market. Tell us both the safety as well as the efficacy parameter. Okay. in 1964, you started yellow cards, meaning when I sell a particular drug into the market, what if after taking that, if I get anything which is unwanted, I will call them in technical terms as adverse events, adverse science background. So you must be aware of this term as well. So adverse event, adverse reaction, unwanted things which are from this particular drug. So when I say unwanted thing, giving a small example, I'm taking an antibiotic. Antibiotic is for what? To cure my infection inside the body. But what happens after antibiotic? I feel some stomach pain. So that stomach pain, because of that antibiotic, is an unwanted documents or paper are there at the clinicians. So any kind of adverse effect or adverse event or unwanted effect you get from that particular drug, you should write everything inside that postcard or you can say yellow card and submit then clinician further cascade like from clinician to the sponsor to the pharmaceutical company to the government. This has been happened. But in stage 1964, the population was less than wanted effect was less. Now we have a lot of lifestyle diseases and everything is going on. A lot of market now for various diseases. The advancement of the science, a lot of medicines are available for almost every kind of disease, including the pandemics and everything. So this kind of system has been started. So understand the chronology. Like from a person reporting death from the anesthesia, to come to the point that let's have something that if we suffer from something or we can experience something, let us talk to the healthcare system. If something is going wrong with me, please have a take care of it. Yes,
Rohit sir,
yes, sir.
is a little bit not clear. If you hold it your mic and speak slowly, then it would be, I think, more better.
Okay. So this is all about the history. How right from one more thing which I have to the part of WHO, that is World Health Organization from 1968 and in 1990, ICH. I will call ICH as a International Conference on Harmonization. So every country has a drug, every country can have a side effect. But to make it globalized, for example, today in India something happened, the US people should understand. If something is happening, the France people should understand. If something happened in Nigeria, the Bangladesh people can understand. To make everything global or make everything on the same line, 1919 International Conference on Harmonization has been established for safety guidelines. So anything which has to be reported, anything which has to be studied as per as safety is concerned, everything should be in the same way. They will not in different kinds of strategy, different kind of you can say methods, yeah, that can be reported. So something now is acceptable all over the world with the same uniformity. So right from 1848 to 1999, 1990, the harmonization of the things, the understanding of the history is very clear. Why we need the safety guidelines in place? Because we have measure benefit risk ratio. So when I'm taking any drug, how much it is benefited. But if I take this particular drug, can I go into danger as well? As a question mark. So for that particular purpose, the guidelines have been developed. Okay. Now giving you some information what had happened in the industries. Now during 1960 to 1999, almost a period of 30 years, 121 safety related withdrawals worldwide. The meaning is out of, for example, n number of drugs has been invented, has been marketed. Yes, out of that from 1960 to 1999, 121 drugs found the risk ratio is higher than the benefit ratio. So in that case, I'm taking something which is more dangerous for me rather than beneficial for me. What I will do, I will stop taking it. So for the welfare of the people from the country, many regulatory bodies and the government says, no, 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 will not do that. Giving a small example which you have gone through the course of your time in the BPharm or MPharm, Nimesulide has been banned in USA. Nimesulide has been banned in USA. Nimesulide is not banned in India. But nimesulide is banned in USA because the people of USA don't find nimesulide having a good benefit ratio and rather they have more the risk ratio about the nimesulide. That's why it was banned in US. So likewise in 121 subfields related with launch one. Out of that, 31% is less than 2 years of tenure in the market. So those particular percent of drug was in the market is less than only 2 years, and 50% is less than 5 years. It was not like that the drug has been into the market for a long time and now it has been removed. So it is as simple as it is when any drug comes into the market, the first few years are really important. We have to keep watch on that particular drug about the risk benefit. Okay. Now, during 1972 to 1994, 583 new substances were approved. So from 1972 to 1994, almost a period of 20 years, I can see 583 new active substances. When new active substances, meaning either a single dose or a fixed dose combination. When I single dose means only paracetamol tablet, I will call it as a single dose. Paracetamol with ibuprofen or paracetamol with nimesulide, two drugs in a single tablet, I will call them as a fixed dose combination. So all these active substances may be a single or maybe a fixed dose were approved during this particular period. Out of that, 59 were withdrawn later. So out of 253, 59 was withdrawn later because of the safety issue. That's why the question is raised. Are drugs safer today? Whatever we're taking is really safe. We have to judge that particular second part of the drug. Then, giving some information about the recent drug withdrawals. You can see terfenadine, then Cochico, Propan, Ruzuline, Lucid, Picol, Duboc. Now I'm talking about brand name of the drug, and in the left side said tributazone like an antidiabetic drug. The brand name is Ruzuline. So all these are drugs. 1998, 1998 are the years where they have asked them to be withdrawn from the particular market. For example, now, which is you can understand it nicely. That's why I'm taking an example. Tributazone antidiabetic drug intended to lower down the sugar from the patient in the diabetes. But the people who are taking triglyceride in a particular dose amount which is been recommended after clinical study start taking it. After some years, it has been found that there is a risk of hepatotoxicity and then suppressed by gilagitazone and rosiglitazone. So both these things. So when you take gilagitazone and rosiglitazone, the triglyceride effects is change in the body. As well as I'm a diabetic person, I have to take triglyceride every day. So for 1 year, if I take it, I will have a hepatotoxicity. So tomorrow my liver is damaged and I may die. So what is the use of taking triglyceride? So that is how the studies and safety issues came across for the Rocco with Rizulin, Provan, Dale. So you can, in the right hand side, you can easily understand it because of the cardiac arrhythmias, because of the myocardial infarction. These are the some things life threatening. So my risk ratio is more than my benefits. So in that case, I don't want those drugs into the market, or we are not able to take it. Our government said, no, not in the market. Sorry, you cannot take this. Not take the health of our people. And so this has been a drug withdrawn from the Canadian. Next up. So now let us go to so that all about the history and that all about the conceptual things, how safety is important and what had happened in the history that makes our attention. Now let us talk about the drug safety. Let's go into some theoretical part or let's go into some terminology. Drug safety. As I said, no medicine is absolutely safe and for some magnitude of safety and health risk. So even today, whatever I will take, any kind of drug is a chemical molecule, is a chemical entity. It is never be safe. Safe in the sense it's never be free of adverse reaction or unwanted reaction. Yes, but I can say safe in the sense whatever they are been causing in my body after taking is not up to that extent that I should admire it or I should look at it. That's why I can say drug safety is of concern when its risk ratio is high. But when its benefit ratio is high, still with some safety concern, we can adjust it in the body. Now, making sure that medicines are safe for the intended use is ongoing process that starts in the development stage and continues long after medicine is in the market. So from this, it's not easy. When you say something drug as a drug, and that is going into the market in the form of tablet or any other kind of dose, like capsules or whatever it may be, any kind of dosage form. So it is not an easy. Right from its development to the preclinical studies to the clinical studies, and after that, once it is you get an approval from the regulatory bodies or a government that yes, now I can see your animal studies and your clinical studies on humans are good, you can sell into the market. So from that particular point of time, you have to measure the safety concerns till your drug is in the market for 5 years, for 10 years, for 15 years. Till the time your drug exists, you have to give the safety data of your drug every time. So it's an ongoing process. So once drug is in the market, the safety starts and never ends. Okay. The process is closely monitored by the manufacturers and the regulatory agencies. Now, let's come back to the certain terminological thing. So when I say government, government means any government as a regulatory body. This regulatory body is only for particular things. Like in India, I can say DCGI, Drug General Control of India, is a controlling body for the drugs in India, right? So in case of, for example, USA, Food and Drug Administration. In case of Japan, in case of Canada, in case of Australia, like PGA, in case of America, like MCC, in case of Brazil, it is ANVISA. So these are the names of different regulatory bodies to control over the pharmaceutical industries for the production, like production of their marketed drugs, their safety concerns, their efficacy concerns. So these are the regulatory bodies. So the process is closely monitored by the manufacturer. The drug sponsor means which drug is it? For example, Pfizer, for example, Cipla, for example, Ranbaxy, for example, Sun Pharma. These are called as a manufacturer. They manufacture their drug. And when say I, okay, now say your pharma is under vigilance. Your drugs are under vigilance, under surveillance. So which products? Either investigational products, meaning in the different means your drug or intended drug, whether in preclinical studies or in clinical studies, is called as development phase. So I call them as an investigational product. These products under investigation or the marketed product. Meaning after I get the regulatory bodies, when it is going to the market, even at both the point like in IP and marketed product, pharmacovigilance is there. Watching carefully in order to avoid any danger. This and similarity. So in lifetime, you just remember that one word. Your drug has been getting watched by the regulatory body, and that science is a pharmacovigilance. Now, the investigational drug and marketed drug, there is a pictorial diagram which I have. So you can look at the picture and then it will be easy for you. Two things are there, clinical testing, one is clinical test. So in preclinical testing, I'm doing all the studies on the animals, right from the rodents to the primate, from the mice to the rhesus monkeys. And in case of drug development in clinical state, which is also divided into phase 1, phase 2, and we have healthy human volunteers. Human volunteers. The clinical phase, human volunteers, preclinical test from the rodents to the rhesus monkeys. So preclinical testing first I will do. Now there are been mentioned like years, like for 1 to 2 years, 4.5 years, 6 to 8 years. So I can approximately say investigational drug has been observed under preclinical studies approximately, and for 10 to 12 years has been required for any drug to come into the market with the full studies right from potency, efficacy to the safety. Okay. So the drug development process, where I have to see the safety first in preclinical testing, then in clinical testing. In clinical state well, in phase 1, in phase 2, and in phase 3. So safety. So if you can see phase 1, what is the motto of the phase 1? Determines dosage. In the very first stage, we only talk about the safety first, whether it is safe. If it is safe, then go ahead. If it is not safe, then stop here. In phase 2, evaluate effectiveness and side effects. So you see, there is a safety. Yes, good. There is good safety profile. Go to phase 2, evaluate its effectiveness. But at the same time, one more parallel line is open that is called as side effects and adverse reaction we have to measure. In phase 3, again, verify effectiveness. You can still verifying the effectiveness with different doses, with different types of administration. However, adverse long-term uses is there. So there are two parallel lines I'm saying from the slide first, the efficacy and safety. So any drug, there will be a safety. Okay. So from this slide, I want to tell you people The data from safety has been generated in two phases, one in preclinical, one in clinical stage. Even the subparts of the clinical stage, data has been generated. Now the dictionary definition pharmacovigilance is a science. It's basically a science. And the activities involved in pharmacovigilance are assessment, understanding, prevention of adverse effects or any other possible drug related problem like drug interaction, misuse of the drug, or the medication error of the particular drug which is taking the patient life in danger, abuse of the drug, overdose situation, addiction of any drug. These all are as a part of safety studies comes under pharmacovigilance. But the major part detection, assessment, and understanding as well as the prevention of adverse effects that has been developing through a particular drug. Just a minute. Just a minute. I just lost the connection with my PPT. Get that. Coacher sir,
Yes, sir.
just I'm not able to share the screen. Just look at this. No. Yes, yes, yes. Wait. I'll wait. Okay, good enough. So we are talking about the science, pharmacovigilance science, and how is the dictionary definition. The dictionary definition carries its activity. What exactly means pharmacovigilance? Okay. Next, drug safety, some definition. So when as a pharmacovigilant officer or when you come enter or of pharmacovigilance, you need to accept certain things like in day-to-day run, day-to-day life we have certain things that we need to follow and common word which we are listening into our daily day-to-day life. The same way when you enter into a pharmacovigilance field, basically, so cross this typical word every time. So all the time you are only talking about these things when you are even processing the data or you are listening or talking about the data. Adverse, yes sir?
Slides are not visible.
No. Okay.
Mm.
Visible?
No,
But now it's visible?
no.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Not at all. PDF,
Yes, and then
PDF file.
yes. Is it visible now?
Yeah, it's screen is visible. Yes,
Yes.
yes, right.
So let us talk about some definitions. I'm talking that has been the part of your life when you are in the part of pharmacovigilance. The important words are adverse event, adverse experience, side effect, and adverse. We are frequently talking around each and every day for this particular things in your industry or in your environment. Yes. So what is adverse event? Any untoward run that may occur when during the treatment. Anything which is unwanted during my treatment, I will call them as an adverse event or adverse experience. Now, there could be because of the drug or this maybe not because of the drug. When I say not because of the drug, meaning the particular person body is also responsible for certain things. So I can say when I take an antibiotic for my infection, I may feel a stomach pain, the other person will not feel a stomach pain. In that case, I can antibiotic, azithromycin, for example, or any tetracycline which I am taking for my infection. If that particular stomach pain is associated. But then in all the cases, anything happens after taking a particular drug, we have if anything which is unwanted is coming, still we have to be note down, related or not related. So when I say adverse event or adverse event, it is undesirable signs and symptoms, disease or accidents, I can say. Abnormal lab find the dose reduction takes control. So when I say lab, abnormal lab finding is something I am taking for an example antidiabetic drug and my BP taking an hypertensive drug, but however my HGPT and HGOT levels or WBC levels in my body are getting elevated, which is having no relevance. In that case, all these findings I have to note down once it is going into my body. So that is called as adverse event or adverse experience. That is I am getting that is unrelated to a particular medicine. Next is side effect. So anything which I take as a drug, I need to understand there is a side effect. For example, cetirizine. Cetirizine is for what? And an anti-allergy drug. But somehow I feel little dizzy, or I can feel a small headache in my small headache. So that not life threatening or not to be very much concerned. So that is a side effect of the drug. That is the tolerance. Next is adverse drug reaction. Yeah, a response to a drug which is obvious and unintended, which occurs at a dose normally used in man or a prophylaxis purpose. Modification of the physical response. Casual role is suspected. Now, in that case, adverse drug reaction is always happens because of the unintended effect of the drug. Here, I cannot say whether because of the drug or because of not because of the drug. In adverse reaction, this is always because of the drug. In adverse event, it may be or not may be without because of the drug. But as you have taken a drug, something whatever it happens now, you have to get it written it out. Okay. So I can say in a mathematics form, adverse drug reaction is a part of adverse event. But adverse event is not necessary to be an ADR. I mean event and necessary not to be an ADR. ADR is separate case. ADR is a part of adverse event. Yes. So as I say, adverse drug reaction, adverse event, side effects, there are more terms like SAE, that is serious adverse event, or SUSARs, serious unexpected suspected adverse reaction. So when you become an PD specialist in your life, or maybe you are working with on average day, you are only talking about all these SAE or SAE has happened, SUSAR has happened, side effects came out, adverse drug reaction because of this drug. Have you monitored it? Have you written it down? Or have you noted it down? You have included that part into that person. So all about this particular terminology every day on every day almost. So what is SE? Serious adverse event or AE or ADI associated with death, life threatening, resulting in hospitalization, prolonged hospitalization, persistent and significant death or incapacity induced in the person, congenital abnormally at birth defect, or medically significant anything. So anything, the window is popping in my slides, so it's going to move. Just give me a second. Please move this window away from. Coacher sir, coacher sir, hello, 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 hello.
Hello. Huh?
I'm
Yeah.
okay. So there is a window coming up like yesterday. It was there already. Please remove this window this particular. So do you know how to do that? I mean, I'm not able to drag it. Or is it good with that? That's absolutely
You,
fine. Small window, manageable.
no.
Okay, should I continue with this one?
Now it's okay.
You can see the window here in my screen, but that's absolutely manageable. I mean, it's not hampering my any of the content, so that's absolutely fine with me. So we was on the SAE, and now this SAE. So when I say serious, now I was talking about the adverse event. When I'm saying adverse event, something bad or unintended because of the product. Now, when the word adds serious, meaning something serious is going on. Serious means maybe a death, or as I mentioned earlier, like hospitalization or maybe the congenital abnormality. So all this can happen in serious adverse event. Susar, serious unexpected adverse reaction. But SUSARs are also serious, not included in product or safety data sheet, a suspected link to drug. So the adverse reaction which are serious, the adverse reaction which are serious are SUSAR, and the adverse event which are serious adverse event. SUSAR, it is for sure this is because of the drug. This is for sure it is because of the drug. Okay. So now the important thing, the term severe. Severe is so I can say severe is a term which carries how much severity is a quantification. So the severeness is showing the intensity or the severity of the specific when it's a mild headache. No, I'm moderate headache. It's a severe pain. So I am quantifying my pain in different form like mild, moderate, or severe severe. So that is term severe. Severe adverse event. Severe means it is quantifying that particular event, how much serious it is. Not same as serious, which is based on so serious and severe are two different things. Serious and severe are two different things. So when I say serious is related to death and life threatening. When I say serious, will not it will not lead to any kind of death, but there will be definitely a big hamper to the body. So severe and serious. So in day-to-day life, when we are learning about the English, we just casually express. What could be the difference between serious and no? In pharmacovigilance, specific wording, specific things has to be denominated or given to that particular case only. There is a difference between severe and serious. Now, safety signals. So one more important thing. So giving in a small example, for example, in a cricket, there are two things, either a batting or a bowling or a fielding. These are the key elements of cricket. The same thing in safety. When you talk about the safety, there is something or data or safety data that is available with you. Find out the casualty relationship, or we can say what are the linkage between that particular event or particular adverse reaction, that invisible linkage or that logic, I will call them as a safety signal. So the specific terminology I'm using is a safety signal. This is giving me about the safety. This is giving me a signal about the safety. Okay. So information on a possible causal relationship between adverse event. What is it is giving me? Safety signal information. What can happen or what would have happened between the causal or what would happen between a person with a drug. So this is a relationship. So that quantifying or I can say suggesting that particular relationship or causality assessment, or I can say it's a kind of chronology or logic between them is I will consider as a safety signal. Specific pharmacovigilance term, safety signal. Okay, generated during pharmacovigilance. Usually more than a single report is required to generate a signal. So for example, when I have to bind on a signal, certain things has happened with because of this. This is my signal. So this is my signal. This is my statement. I have to for this particular verification, only single report is not sufficient. There could be 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15 reports that comes with the same thing. Then I can confirm yes, this is the safety signal. This is a possible causal relationship and this adverse impact. Okay, so that is I call as a safety signal. What do you? So now all this while we are talking about adverse drug reaction, adverse events, side effects, unwanted effects. Then in the previous slides we also learned where are the sources from we get those safety information data. So more focus on this safety, drug safety, main sources of information. You say so. I'm saying everything is government or regulatory body, everything required in a documented form. How will I get that particular information? And then I process it and then I send it to the clinician or sponsor company or regulatory body to the government and work through international conference on harmonization people as well as the WHO people who are globally working. Okay. So my first source of data is pre-marketing, meaning during development. So when I say pre-marketing is before my drug is into the market. When I say post-marketing is something which is going, my drug is already into the market. Okay. So pre-marketing, preclinical studies, clinical studies. As I explained you, preclinical studies, animals. In vitro studies, you must be aware of in vitro studies. We are doing some studies of body on some organs as well as some tissues or some cell cultures. That is an in vitro studies. In vivo studies is inside the body of the animal or a human being are in vivo studies. So preclinical, in vivo, in vitro studies, clinical phase 1 to phase 2. Post marketing. Once my drug is into the market, what I have to do? Now I will get a spontaneous adverse reaction reporting. The company has already a protocol, they have set the people or they have set the particular procedure, how you will get. We will talk in this, but as of now, you just understand what is the process. The process is, I'm talking about spontaneous adverse reaction reporting. The reports are getting from the people to the higher hierarchy, when I say clinician, and above to the WHO or ICH. Okay. Now, regulatory authorities. Third, contractual partners. When I say contractual partners in the sense, for example, big giant pharma companies give Pfizer will give his work as a to the some small companies that you carry out this work for us. We also maintain our safety data and everything. So this is so in that case, that legal binding and in that legal particular format cases, it is been given all the responsibility of the safety and efficacy lies with the contracts, though the medicine is from the Pfizer or maybe from the other big companies like Novartis or Glenmark or something like that. But so why I'm taking so sometimes certain contractual partners are giving safety details. So there might be a question. Now the drug is from Pfizer, but why XYZ company is giving the data of safety to government or the regulatory bodies? It is that contractual partners all right result with this contractual partner for particular medicine. Then published medicine literature. So today if you go to internet like Elsevier or you can go to Science Direct or in PubMed or anything and you can access what are the different pharmacovigilance cases or what are the different kinds of signaling mechanism in pharmacovigilance. You will get a lot of literature survey from the clinicians or from the domain person apart from the pharmaceutical companies which are talking about we have found this, we have found that kind of signals. So this is a published medicine literature in different kind of authorized databases of literature. Then in clinical trials, PMS studies, phase 4 studies, epidemiological studies, data collection for other purposes. So these are the post-marketing, I can say post-marketing strategies. So after post-marketing, these are the areas from where you will get information about the particular drug safety. And in pre-marketing, only two things are limited. One is preclinical and second is clinical. Okay. Now going to the next part of next slide. So in case of studies, clinical trial size maximum, even in clinical trials. So somebody will have an answer, or somebody will can have a question. Sir, if everything is has been checked into the preclinical study, then it is gone to the clinical study. Everything is checked in clinical studies. That's why it was on marketing authorization, and then it is in market. Now we are saying you need to update the data from post and pre as well. So the drug is not good. Why did you say? So I am saying answer to that question or confusion in your mind must be coming out. Size, when I do any kind of clinical trial, my size is 3,000 to 500 subjects for in 37 crore people. So when I say my drug is in any kind of, for example, anti-hypertension giving to all the people, no, I am only utilizing some sample. So from the samples of varieties, I can understand if really my drug is working or not. That is called as a sample size. Anything which I will do on a pilot study, not an extended study. I will never use 137 crore testing of my drug. I will only use some sample. So in that particular case, when I check with 3,000 to 500 subjects, I got a good result. That's why I send it to the authorization and then get the market approval. Now this drug is into the world. The population of the world is 4 billion. So now the drug is into that people. Everybody is made up of different composure, different kinds of racial behavior. So it might happen. Drug was safe in that 3,000 to 500 subject when it was checked, but it is going to some people who are suspected to it. In that particular condition, what happened? I have a drug reaction because of this. So earlier example, like the same as I'm repeating again, because of the antibiotic, I have stomach pain, he is not having. That is the difference between us. That is a differential factor. But I have to carry that stomach pain as an adverse reaction, I have to note it. That is a different point, that is a safety point of view. That's what the market, that's what the regulatory authority say. Anything you have given the drug, now monitor everything whether it is related or not related. We will see it later on, but you have to monitor it first. So that kind of things are there. Narrow population, narrow indications are not covering actual known issues in practice. Short duration, 1 to 3 years, has been tested during 1 to 3 years. Now it is in the market available for everybody. After 10 years, somebody is finding a particular issue. That is a different case. So there is limitations to everything. What is the possible thing that clinical team and clinical team can do? They are doing it, and with lot of data backup, they are asking for their drug into the market. Okay, that is the question. Why the area is safety area divided into pre safety and post marketing and pre marketing. Okay, next. Now, if somebody says I have an adverse drug reaction, to note it, and then we have to generate a signal and send it to the reporting authority. No, it is not there. That is not there. That particular thing has something a value. So when I say 95% certain, in that case, meaning what? Now that you can hear it. Incident in thousand or number of patients required one in 300 for two cases 480. So when I say my incidence of ADR is 1 in 100, my incidence of ADR is 1 in 1000 people. My incidence is 1 in 2000 people or 1 in 10,000 people. So you have a criteria. How many people or I can suspect that I can get adverse reaction, how much population. So in that case, again with the statistics and with the power of significance, we can say for one case, 3,000 cases has to be studied. 300 cases has to be studied. For two cases, 480 cases should be studied. For three cases, 650 studies cases to be studied. When I say my incidence is 1 in 100, so I am increasing my sample or population sample so as to get to the greater significance level. Whatever I am talking, having a database or having a statistical value or having a meaning, how much that particular AER, ADR, or side effect is significant in that case. So, rational information obtained prior to first marketing is inadequate to cover all aspects of test safety. The tests in animals are insufficient many of the times. Then in clinical trial, patients are selected and limited in number.